Using Il-76 cargo planes, Russia has established an air bridge with Libya, which passes through Turkey, Itamil Radar reported. Two Ilyushin 76TD aircraft, belonging to the Ministry for Emergency Situations, which also frequently performs missions on behalf of the Ministry of Defense, are alternating flights between Russia and eastern Libya, specifically Al-Qadim Air Base, located east of Benghazi. According to the media, although these aircraft formally belong to the Ministry of Emergency Situations, they also often fly missions on behalf of the Ministry of Defense. Establishing such a flight service was made possible as Turkey remains the only NATO member that has not closed its airspace to Russian aircraft. According to All Eyes on Wagner, Libya's Al-Hadim base is a key transit point for Russia, used to move equipment and personnel to mines controlled by Wagner's mercenaries in the Central African Republic. It is also used to export gold mined from these mines. It also serves as a hub for the smuggling of weapons into civil war-torn Sudan. This base also houses the premises where Russian soldiers are stationed. According to Western experts, about 2,000 Russian troops are stationed in Libya, where they are supporting General Haftar's forces. In addition, Moscow's attention has shifted to Libya after the fall of the Assad government in Syria. It is being considered as a candidate for an air and naval base. Reuters reports that Russian troops are also moving to bases in Libya after the fall of the Assad regime in Syria. In July 2024, Italy seized Chinese attack drones that were intercepted in one of the ports on the way to Libya. On June 18th, Italian government officials in the port of Gioia Tauro in southern Italy confiscated 3 containers of weapons en route from China to Benghazi in Libya. Some of Syria's 9K-72 Elbrus Scud self-propelled missile systems sustained minimal damage after the Israeli strike. The Al Hadath channel from Saudi Arabia published a video from the strike site in its story on December 12th. The story captured the underground storage facility of the missile systems, which was destroyed only at the exit to the surface. In the tunnel itself, you can spot 6 9K-72 Elbrus Scud transporter erector launchers, as well as cranes and special vehicles from the system. Thus, this shelter is designed to shelter one division of the 9K-72 Elbrus system. The video captures damage only to the 6th TEL. The MAZ 543 chassis cab is deformed, and the right side is completely destroyed. The 2 front wheels are likely punctured or damaged. On its Instagram page, the Al Hadath channel published another video filmed at the same location of the former 155th Missile Brigade of the Syrian Arab Army, Syrian armed forces under the control of Bashar al-Assad. In particular, 2 more shelters were spotted here. In one shelter, a TEL with a R-17 ballistic missile is visible, and in the other, a TEL without a missile. There is no damage to either machine as a result of the strike, and the underground storage facilities appear to be undamaged. The current condition of the missile systems is unknown, and although they look like they have not been operated, they are not. After the outbreak of the civil war in Syria in 2011, starting in 2012, there were regular reports of Assad's forces using 9K-72 Elbrus Scud against opposition fighters. But it was not only the rebels who were intimidated by Assad with these weapons. Back in 2017, threats against Israel appeared. They were that if the IDF did not stop striking targets in Syria, including those used by Hezbollah and its Iranian allies, the Syrians would strike Israel. At the time, the number of missiles available to Assad was said to be 800. This number was probably not true, but propaganda, and the exact number of missiles remains unknown. After all, the calculation is complicated by purchases from the USSR at different times, as well as from North Korea. And back in Ukraine. In the Kursk region, a Russian mechanized convoy suffered losses while trying to reach Ukrainian positions. The 36th Separate Marine Brigade stated that the attack had been repelled by several Ukrainian units. The Russian command sent armored vehicles with Russian troops to attack. As a result of the battle, the 36th Brigade destroyed 6 armored personnel carriers, 2 vehicles, 8 enemies were killed, and 13 more were wounded, the Marines shared. The soldiers of the 1st Separate Tank Brigade added that the occupiers had been sent to a minefield. The enemy lost 6 pieces of equipment due to remote mining and bombing. Also, some of the equipment got stuck on concrete fortifications called Dragon's Teeth that were installed by the Russians before the Ukrainian offensive in the Kursk region. The only thing better than destroying the enemy is destroying the enemy on his own territory, the brigade said. The specificity of work in the Kursk region is that maneuver operations are carried out, both in defense and offense. Both the enemy and the Ukrainian forces take advantage of this. However, many enemy infantry do not even reach the point that was set for them. Due to heavy losses, they are not ready to fight even in the Kursk region. They are not ready to fulfill the tasks assigned to them by their leadership, told NA, a spokesman for the 36th Separate Marine Brigade. In order to reinforce the Russian assaults with infantry, on December 14th, it was reported that North Korean troops had engaged the units of the defense forces in the Kursk region. Unidentified reconnaissance drones have been spotted over the German Ramstein air base. This was reported by the German publication Der Spiegel. German law enforcement agencies have launched an investigation into the detection of unidentified drones over the territory of the German Ramstein air base, which currently hosts the U.S. Air Force's mobile forces. According to the publication, the incident occurred on the evening of December 3rd and 4th, when many drones were detected over a strategically important military facility of the U.S. forces in Europe. Despite attempts to find the suspects, the law enforcement agencies have failed and are currently patrolling strategically important facilities. In addition, Spiegel reported the detection of drones over the production complex of Rheinmetall and the chemical giant BASF. In early December, several small unmanned aerial vehicles were spotted in the area and over Ramstein Air Base. They did not affect the residents of the base or the facilities where military equipment is located, a Ramstein Air Base spokeswoman noted. Currently, the law enforcement agencies and representatives of defense companies are sounding the alarm about illegal reconnaissance activities using civilian drones.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.